Manchester motorcyclist injured in crash has died. A motorcyclist who was injured in a crash in Manchester on Sunday has passed away. He is 26-year-old Tyler Brandon Thompson of Inverness district in the parish who died on Monday. Reports are that about 3:20 a.m. on March 30, Thompson was driving a 2018 motorbike along Sunset Boulevard in Newport when upon reaching a section of the roadway he reportedly failed to navigate a corner and fell from the motorcycle. He sustained several injuries and was assisted to hospital at the Mandeville Regional. He was admitted. An investigation is being undertaken by the Mandeville Traffic Department. 5 scrap stolen vehicles recovered in Burger Gully, Mountain View. 5 scrap vehicles suspected to have been stolen were discovered in a section of Burger Gully in Mountain View by the Kingston Eastern Police. The vehicles are believed to be 2 white Nissan AD wagons, a white Toyota Probox, a white Toyota Allion, and a grey Toyota Voxy. Reports from the Elston Road Police are that about 1 p.m., lawmen were in the area conducting an operation. The team went to a section of the community and searched on unoccupied premises, where the 5 completed scrap motor vehicles were discovered. Based on this discovery, the police theorized that the motor vehicles were stolen from elsewhere and brought to the location to be scrapped. The Elliston Criminal Investigations Branch is employing persons who have lost their vehicle fitting the description to contact them at 876-928-4200, the 119 police emergency number or the nearest police station. Man fatally shot during confrontation with police suspected to be escapee from Barnett Street lockup. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom has launched an inquiry into the fatal shooting of a suspected fugitive who reportedly engaged security forces in gunfight in Cambridge St. James on Tuesday. Police suspect that the deceased is 24-year-old Daniel McIntosh, who escaped from the Barnett Street lockup in Montego Bay last December. According to the police, an AK-47 rifle was taken from the deceased after the shooting. Reports are that the man was shot after he pointed a firearm at law enforcers conducting a pre-dawn operation at a premises in Cambridge. The operation was carried out as part of efforts to locate a man who escaped from Barnett Street police lockup in December 2024. When the gunfire subsided, the suspect, who was found suffering from gunshot wounds, was found with the rifle, which had a magazine containing 4 rounds. The injured man was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Regardless of party affiliation, elder politicians should not be robbed of dignity, Senator Committee Chair on Care of Elderly. In the sitting of the Senate Committee yesterday morning on the Care of the Elderly commenced with an impassioned plea for Jamaicans to desist from making comments that disrespect the elderly, including those who have served in politics. Committee Chair Sharon Golden Campbell says she was pushed to make the plea after she heard comments on a media program to be disrespectful. Mrs. Golden Campbell said despite the political atmosphere brought on by the upcoming general election, no veteran politician should be robbed of their dignity, regardless of their party affiliation.
One comment: politics is something that when you get to the infirm stage, you should stay in the shadows. The last comment was that you must walk into the sunset, you must not shuffle into the sunset. And it was in direct reference to the difficulty both men had. They both had ambulatory difficulties. And I'm making an impassioned plea to my countrymen. Yes, sometimes we do want the younger ones to come up and take over. And the elderly don't always connect very well to what the young are doing. But if we lose respect for our elders, if we remove their dignity, if we treat them as discarded rags, we will lose our soul as a nation. But let us not, in this very charged season, go down the road of making the kind of comments that stokes the fire of disrespect to those who have served this nation, who are themselves now elderly, in any capacity, whichever side they come from.
Opposition PNP says country is facing a cancer crisis. The opposition says Jamaica is facing a cancer crisis. Spokesman on Health and Wellness Dr. Alfred Dawes says this is due to the unavailability of some sources and services, especially at the Kingston Public Hospital. Dr. Dawes says because of this, 4 more advanced cancers are being presented. He highlights that this is bad for poor Jamaicans. He was speaking at a press conference yesterday morning.
If you look at the Kingston Public Hospital that does a lot of the cancers, because they cannot get CAT scans and MRIs to properly stage the diseases and work up patients, even get proper investigations like colonoscopies to diagnose the cancers at an earlier stage, we're seeing far more advanced cancers being presented, and the outcomes are a lot worse. Since they stopped the outsourcing of diagnostic equipment, the government stopped paying for it, a lot of people who cannot afford these diagnostic equipment simply cannot get them. And so they have to wait for inordinately long periods of time to come up with the funds before they can get these scans, and that delays definitive treatment. It simply means that if you are poor and cannot afford to pay for private diagnostics right now, you are far worse than somebody who can call in a favor or find the money to pay for such diagnostics. It has reached even the point where simple hernias, we're not operating on simple hernias, we're operating on hernias when they get complicated and present as an emergency. This is just showing you how bad things are, because these are the conditions that, if treated in a timely manner, would never get to the stage where there are an emergency. But we are facing a cancer crisis in Jamaica, and the numbers are telling us the true picture.
PNP banking on Stacey Knight to unseat Delroy Chuck in Northeast St. Andrew. People's National Party President Mark Golding is expressing confidence Attorney-at-Law Stacey Knight, the PNP standard bearer for the Northeast St. Andrew, will be able to triumph over long-standing Member of Parliament Delroy Chuck in the upcoming general election. Golding, who resides in the constituency, also assured Knight of his voice during her candidate presentation on Sunday night in Barbican. I am looking forward to putting my X beside your name, squarely beside the head, cause it will be the first time that I am electing the Member of Parliament in this constituency for the People's National Party, Golding said to loud cheers. Golding said he has never seen a PNP gathering like he did in Barbican Square. PNP River come down the bank to bank, orange everywhere. I look from here to there and around so. I can tell you that the other side must be quaking in their boots because they would not believe what has happened here tonight, Golding stated, adding that he is looking forward to great things out of the constituency. Knight, who is the daughter of PNP stalwart KD Knight, started her message by thanking God for giving her the ability and desire to serve the people of Jamaica. Before I took on this task to be representative of this constituency, I thought about it long and hard. I organized, and when I finally made up my mind, I knew that I was making the right decision. Right, because I am purpose-driven. Right, because what I am doing is not for me. It is for the benefit of my fellow Jamaicans, she stated. She pledged to act with integrity at all times. I will file my statutory declarations on time, she said, in assuming a job at Prime Minister Andrew Holness amid the Integrities Commission refusal to certify his statutory declaration for 2021. Her campaign slogan is Right with Knight. As you can read, it is coming from a legacy, not just from my father, but his father, his mother, from all our family, and there is no way I can let down the Knight name. So may I tell you straight, no corruption thing over here, none at all, Knight stated. She had the support of her father, who was also in attendance last night. I am happy to see you. I'm glad you are here. And you know, only one thing bothers me a bit. You're not here because of me. You're here because of Stacey. But I'm happy about this still, KD Knight stated to thunderous applause from the gathering. He told the PNP supporters that he is presenting his daughter to work with Mark Golding. If we work together, we cannot lose. This is an indication of what it comes to, and when I look beyond, I see victory staring back at me, Knight noted. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.